When was the last time you just sat around doing nothing? When was the last time you spent a long time doing something else without looking at the screen? If you don't have an answer to these two questions, it's time to learn the importance of being bored. In today's world, each of us is buried in screens, and this is very normal, because the people who designed the internet, the phones we have, and the applications they contain, designed them for this purpose. The internet is a never-ending journey. You can browse for hours and still see new things. This attracts you, and you spend more time in front of the screen. But if we were to count the downsides of this, the list would be too long. For example, attention span. Studies showed that the average human attention span was 12 seconds in the early 2000s. Do you know how many seconds this time is right now? According to a study in 2023, this was 8 seconds. What about now? 7 seconds? 6 seconds? Our attention span has become so short that we no longer know what it means to be bored because we think we need to constantly entertain ourselves. However, we are not creatures that live only to have fun, but technology has brought us to this point. If we reduce our screen time and move away from it completely, we will start to get bored. But thanks to being bored, new ideas will come to our minds about our life, goals, and work. In a video I watched, a man said he limited himself to only 30 minutes of screen time a day. These 30 minutes were not about scrolling on Instagram or reading tweets. Maybe it was things like listening to songs for a certain period of time or calling his mother. No matter how difficult it was in the first days, he said that after a week he had 3 significant changes. His attention span had expanded and he could focus more. It wasn't completely easy, but it was a lot easier than before. He started generating more ideas and, above all, was more comfortable thinking about his plans and vision for the future. Getting rid of his phone achieved these in just 1 week. But why? When we live in a world full of distractions, we never have time to get bored. Whenever we find something to distract us, we go from one thing to another and constantly stimulate our brain. Whenever we stop and get bored, we start to think, and one thought leads to another. This is why boredom is king. I'm going to tell you 3 of the most boring things you can think of, and I want you to try them. Read the iTunes terms and conditions for an hour, and it's shorter and more readable than you think. Read the first 10,000 digits of pi. Yes, this can be a little annoying. Finally, sit in front of a clock and watch the clock. Do this for a full hour. You will be so bored that a lot of things will come to your mind. Let's hope these ideas are useful to you. A life where we are free from distraction and our mind is calm will offer us a better life.